First of all, I wanted to thank the CIF Southern section for this amazing honor. It's not something you set out to achieve, but it's certainly nice and an amazing thing to be recognized. Obviously, I'd like to start by thanking my family for their patience and for them allowing me to pursue, I guess, my passion, my love. And I love them. They're amazing. And it's certainly my time to give back to them at this point in my life. I want to make sure and thank my mentor, I guess, Bob Zamora. He's the reason I got into coaching. He's the reason I got into teaching. I can't thank him enough. He's more of a mentor and father figure now, but he was my coach. He was my Spanish teacher, everything. Brent Doling nominated me for this award, so obviously I want to thank him. Troy Rowland has been unreal as an athletic director for us. He is just an amazing leader. The way he goes about his business, he allows you to do what needs to be done. He helps you with everything you need help with. And that's the kind of support you need to be successful, is for someone that absolutely has your back and trusts you. Trisha Osborne, we came in teaching together. She's our principal now, and amazing. Her support is great. Her friendship is everything that anybody would need. I've just been very fortunate to have supportive staff, amazing coaches, great players. And it's been an amazing ride. Thank you so much. I don't know if anybody's deserving of anything like this, but I'm certainly honored by it.
Being inducted into the CIF Hall of Fame is both a blessing and an honor. My career coaching basketball at Canyon Springs has given me the opportunity to meet some amazing young ladies who are exceptional people as well as athletes. I'm humbled by the experiences I have had throughout my career, including being inducted into the CIF Hall of Fame today. I want to thank my husband, Daryl, and my son, Kyle, for allowing me to follow my passion. They are amazing, and I'm grateful for them. Thank you to my sister, Leslie, for taking care of our video needs and being our #1 fan. I want to thank my assistant coaches, especially Annette Riggins. Thank you for giving your heart, sound advice, encouragement, knowledge, and support for the 21 years you were on the sidelines with me. A special thank you to all of my players throughout the years. The work ethic and passion they displayed while excelling on the court as well as in the classroom gave me the energy, desire, and motivation to coach for over 2 decades. I would like to thank our superintendent, Dr. Kedziora, and his cabinet at the district office, as well as our school board. Another big thank you goes to our athletic director, Justin Remington, for the incredible work he has put into raising the level of athletics at our school. Many thanks to our wonderful staff and students for their continued support. They are definitely our sixth man. Their presence and energy at all high-level league and playoff games made such a difference. Go Cougars! I would like to thank our CIF Southern Section Commissioner Rob Wygod and Assistant Commissioner Reiner Wolf, as well as the entire CIF Southern Section staff for all they do for each sport in our section.
When I received the letter from Commissioner Rob Wygod, I was somewhat shocked and humbled at the same time. I do not know one coach or athletic director who, when they started their first year, thought maybe I will get into the Hall of Fame. All of us took our first coaching and AD positions because we truly thought we could make a positive difference in the lives of our athletes and coaches. I thank Oaks Christian for hiring me to be a part of helping build a high school from scratch. I also wish to thank all the administrators I have worked under for their guidance and mentorship, and for all the coaches who have helped make all of my years in athletics very positive ones. Thank you to Mr. Rob Black, head of school at Oaks Christian, Mr. Mike Parkinson, Chief Operations Officer, for their fantastic support of the athletic department at Oaks Christian, and for their belief and understanding that athletics is a very, very valuable part of education in the lives of our students. All of this would not have come this far without a great team at home. My wife of 48 years, Donna, my 2 daughters, Barbara and Emily, my son, Kyle, have been extremely supportive. The many hours of being away from home, as you all know, can at times put a strain on the family, and they have been a complete blessing throughout the years. Thank you to Commissioner Wygod, Assistant Commissioner Simmons, and the selection committee for making this wonderful event a reality.
Hi, I'm Rocky Nystrom. I'm Pam Kenyon's sister. When we got the news that Pam received this Hall of Fame award, we were asked what her response would be. And so I asked some of family members and some coworkers, and they came up with the same answer. And it was that she'd be humbled, that she wouldn't take credit for what she had succeeded at, that she would say a lot of other people were involved in her successes. And so she would recognize them. She loved the sport. She loved playing it. She loved coaching it. She loved developing the new young athletes and found real love in that. Ultimately, though, she would be honored as well. Excited. I know her community is, the school is, her family is, her friends are excited that she got this award as well. And her family's very proud of her accomplishments and this award. We'd like to give a thank you to several people, and I know I will forget some, and for that I would apologize, but she would thank her student athletes. They worked hard and had a big commitment to the program. She would also thank Dennis White, who was a parent and then a friend, and then he assisted with her coaching for many, many years. They were great together. So he was a real support and motivation for her. She would thank Coast Union High School, who she represented and who supported her in so many ways through the years of her coaching. Even after she passed, they took the steps to name the court in the gym Kenyon Court, which was just awesome. And then they also took the steps to nominate her for this award. So for them, she would definitely give a shout out. And then she would also thank the CIF committee for recognizing and giving her this award. It means so much to her family and her friends, and I know it would mean so much to her. So we thank you for that.
This is such an amazing honor, and I am truly humbled. No one reaches this point in their career without having significant people in their lives, role models and mentors. The combination of what these three men deposited into my life shaped the way I coached and mentored my players. I fathered them when needed, just like I had been fathered. I coached faith to them. I loved them, and I encouraged them. In closing, I would like to thank Rob and the Hall of Fame committee for this amazing honor. I'd like to thank each and every one of my assistant coaches over the years who stood side by side with me during the good times and the challenging times. And to my ball players, I thank each and every one of you. You gave your very best. You played as a team, played with class and respect. And to my family, thank you. My son, Michael, my daughters, Angel and Ashley, my daughter-in-law, Wambui, and my grandsons, Little Michael and Matthew. Most importantly, my precious wife. Thank you, sweetheart, for loving me, supporting me, praying for me, praying with me. Without you, none of this happened. Thank you, God Almighty. I give you all the praise, glory, and honor. And I thank each and every one of you in attendance. God bless you all.
To thank Athletic Director Mike Hinkle and his secretary, along with Principal John Miller and former football coach Jim Beatty, the CIF office. This award means so much to my family, the Cowboy family. I was very blessed with the A-team and administration, boosters, parents, players, coaches, being part of the CIF Lifetime Achievement Award. So many outstanding recipients, including Athletic Director Bob Sheehan, baseball coach, and Joe Murillo, basketball coach, Your programs made it possible. The sun always shines in cowboy country. Thank you so much.
This is indeed an honor for me to be chosen as one of the members of the CIF Hall of Fame. To me, CIF has always been the epitome of integrity and competition. First of all, I wanted to thank Chino High School for nominating me, and of course CIF for selecting me. I'd like to thank my family, my wife, my children who are here today. 4 of them played for me as players, who's my biggest fan. Also my staff. And of course, I'd like to thank all my players who made it possible for me to be here. Without them, none of this would happen. And perhaps I ought to thank my high school coach, the one who inspired me to coach, Mr. Frank Elder, who coached at Chino High School for many years. All in all, this is a great honor. I'm humbled by it. And I thank CIF for the selection. Thank you very much.
First of all, I would like to thank CIF for selecting me for this award. It is quite humbling and a huge honor for me to be selected. I would also like to thank Debbie Stevens and Rick McGuire for bringing this all about and for being great friends. I would like to thank Leo Martinez for having the guts to name me the AD way back in the early 80s when it wasn't cool to name a woman AD. When I first started coming to the council meetings, there were 2 other women that were on the council with me. One of those women was Tokiochi from Bassett, who helped me a lot and showed me the ropes. I would really like to thank Karen Hellier from the CIF office. I would like to thank all the coaches that worked for Paraclete while I was the AD. I've seen many changes since I started at Paraclete, most notably the inclusion of so many women representing their schools, not only as an AD, but also among the coaching ranks. I have been involved with CIF on committees since 1980. Margaret Davis was the first commissioner I worked with. It has changed tremendously, and I thank CIF for being on the forefront for helping all those changes. I was very lucky to have a job I loved. I had so much fun, particularly coaching and working on the committees for CIF. I made many friendships through sports from the other ADs, coaches, parents, fellow teachers, and staff at Paraclete, and most importantly, the athletes. And I feel so honored to be able to call many of them friends still after so many years. Again, I would truly like to thank everyone who helped me to achieve this honor.
Hello, I'm the former head wrestling coach at Irvine High School, where I was the head wrestling coach for 34 seasons. And prior to that, I was the head wrestling coach at Artesia High School in the Lakewood Cerritos area for 8 seasons. So I've been a head wrestling coach for 42 seasons. I want to thank the people that are supporting me here today at this luncheon, beginning with my wife, Karen, who has been with me unconditionally for 42 seasons. So thank you, Karen, for your unconditional support. I really appreciate it. I want to thank Lauren, who's here with her husband, Charlie McDonald. I want to thank Rebecca Phillips. They're both teachers, my daughters at Irvine High School. Thank you for being patient and putting up with that. I want to thank Dominic Ballone. He was my first CIF champion at Irvine High School. He's the current head wrestling coach at Newport Harbor High School. I want to thank Nam and Tien Tran, the brothers that are currently running the program. Nam and Tien were both outstanding competitors. Couldn't pass the torch to better people than Nam and Tien Tran. I want to thank Donna Phillips, who's here today, who recently, in the last couple of years of my coaching, supported me big time with the tournaments and the duels and being in the bleachers and all that. I want to thank Gabe Cota and Chris Klamberg, the 2 athletic directors at Irvine High School. I want to thank Monica Kalunga, who's been the principal at Irvine High School, I think, since 2009. She's the past president of the CIF Executive Committee. I want to thank you, Monica, for all your support you've provided through the years. Thank you, CIF. It's been a great journey, and I've enjoyed every moment of it.
Thank you, Mr. Commissioner. Thank you to the committee. I am honored and humbled to be included with this great group of professionals that have given their careers and their lives to help student athletes. Being in the Hall of Fame means to me that I can have a sense of pride, specifically pride in what my players accomplished. Because after all, you Warriors out there, you made me look a whole lot smarter than I am. It's the honor of a lifetime to have been called your coach. Y'all excelled in the classroom, in the community, as well as in competition. And you gave me memories that I'll cherish for a lifetime. You know, I was very fortunate to spend 32 years at Woodbridge High School, and I was blown away with the quality and dedication of the coaches I was able to work alongside. Starting with Hall of Fame member Eric Bangs. EB, thank you. It's an honor to join you here in the hall. John Halligan, you're truly an inspirational coach. I learned so much from you, and I appreciate your friendship today more than ever. And Rick Gibson, not only are you a great coach, you're an incredible athletic director as well. Jerry O, my man on my side. Dedication, passion, loyalty, all wrapped up into one package. I couldn't have done it without you, Jer. Now I'd like to close by thanking my family, starting with my mom. I wish she were here. And I want to thank you, Mom, for instilling in me the passion for caring for others that you modeled throughout your life. Pop, I want to thank you for instilling in me a diehard work ethic and a stubbornness to do whatever it takes to get the job done. To my brother, Trevor, your ongoing support in everything I've done means the world. And to Steve, you've been with me every step of the way. To my wife, Mary Ann, I thank you for your patience and your support and letting me chase my dream. I love you. To my daughters, Stephanie, I'm more proud of you today than ever. And Samantha, I was proud to be your coach. I'm even more proud today as your dad. Lastly, I'd like to thank the entire Woodbridge Athletic family. With Warrior pride, I accept this award on behalf of all of you. Once a Warrior, always a Warrior. Thank you very much.
I would like to, first of all, congratulate all the recipients today that are here with me. It's an honor to be with you. This is the greatest honor of my career. I'm the first person from my family to graduate from high school. So this is a very big day for me to be honored. And I want to start off by thanking a lot of the people that helped me along the way. First of all, I want to thank Rob Wygod, Tom Simmons, and the rest of the committee for this honor. I want to thank all the administrators for being there for me. I have to give a special thanks to Dennis Zink, our principal at Palm Desert High School. He nominated me for this, and he's always been a true friend. I want to thank all of our parents and players. They created a positive culture of winning and also team first attitude. With my coaches, I would also like to thank Scott Stevens, Chris Klipinski, and then Tim Burcham. They're not only my assistant coaches, but they're my best friends. I would also like to thank my family. My family's been my biggest supporter, and they also have been our biggest fans. I would also like to thank my wife. It takes a very special person, understanding person to allow you to do this for 46 years. And I want to thank you, Donna, for being there for me every step of the way. Again, I want to thank the committee and everybody and all the people along the way have helped me.
It's an extreme honor to be recognized and inducted in the CIF-Southern Section Hall of Fame. I'd like to especially thank Commissioner Wygod for your excellent leadership overlooking the CIF-Southern Section and Assistant Commissioner Christine Palais for not only your stellar leadership, but what you have done for the aquatics high school community. As a player, I was fortunate enough to have the mentorship of legendary coaches such as Jim Renna, Ken Lindgren, Ricardo Azevedo, Rich Corso, and ultimately Raka Rudic. Those coaches used the sport of water polo to teach me from the value of work ethic, teamwork, and competitiveness. From those lessons, I recognized early on in my playing career that I wanted to give back by coaching at the high school level to the sport that plays such a crucial role in my development of life. In 2005, I received the opportunity of a lifetime to build a water polo program at Monterey High School from scratch at such a prestigious high school that I only dreamt about during my playing career. In the 13 years at Monterey High School, both the men's and women's program accomplished amazing feats. CIF championships, regional championships, league titles, JO titles, CIF Player of the Years, etc. But I'm most proud of is the culture that was built over a time which generated great young leaders that were ready to enter the game of life. At Monterey, the love for water polo became the vehicle that taught work ethic, being a good teammate, value of being comfortable while uncomfortable, and the importance of representing something bigger than yourself. I would like to thank Principal Francis Clare and former President Patrick Murphy for trusting me with the opportunity of a lifetime in building both waterpolo programs at such a prestigious high school. It is because of their leadership styles and expectations set forth that the Monterey community strives every day to be excellent. I would like to thank all the Monterey coaches. I had the amazing job of serving the athletic department community as associate athletic director and head coach. I learned every day from the greatest minds in high school sports. I'd like to thank all of my student athletes who dove headfirst in the culture of working hard and having fun. It is because of their buy-in, the waterpolo programs arrived and sustained at the highest level for 13 years. A massive thank you to all my coaches, in particular Nathan Allard. It was a balance of our yin-yang approach that worked so well. And lastly, and most importantly, I'd like to thank the most important person in my life, my wife Heather, and my 3 girls Reagan, Paige, and Madison. It is only because of their tireless support over the 13 years that I was able to follow my dreams in coaching high school waterpolo. In closing, I am deeply humbled and grateful for being selected by the CIF Southern Section Hall of Fame. Go Monarchs.
It's hard to put in words how I feel about this great honor. I was out to lunch with Cassidy, my granddaughter, when I found out about my induction. I was excited, honored, and humbled. I'm thrilled to be a small part of the CIF Southern Section history. There's a number of people I'd like to thank, starting with Coach Pritchard from La Mirada High School, Coach Kincaid from Cerritos Junior College, Mr. Farron, the first administrator who hired me, my parents, particularly my father for his work ethic, my sister who helped me through the credential process, and the real Hall of Famer in the family, my wife, Mary. I found out it was always better to marry someone who's better looking, smarter, and has a better faith base. Also, my daughters, Heather and Jill, my grandchildren, Cassie and Caden. My good friend, Mike McDermott, we pitched together at LA State in 1971. My high school friends, Archie McGill, David and Jerry Webb, the over 700 student athletes I had the privilege and honor to coach. Also, all the outstanding men and women that I worked with and coached with. Also, I'd like to thank the Chino Unified School District, particularly Mr. Joseph. He is our former principal and superintendent. Current principal, Mr. Miller, athletic director, Mr. Hinkle, athletic secretary, Mrs. Baronis. Also, I need to mention, and I'm thrilled about sharing the day with John Munger and Joe Murillo. They are also former Chino High coaches. We coached together at the same time, and because of their efforts and their Hall of Fame attitude and work ethic, in the 20 years I was athletic director, I never had to hire a baseball coach, a football coach, or a girls basketball coach. I also like to mention the CIF Southern Section office and staff. They do so many wonderful things that I've seen over my career for the student athletes in our section. Also, Commissioner Wygod for his 22 years of dedication. And I'd like to thank everybody for this day. Thank you very much.
The CIF Southern Section has been the finest interscholastic athletic governance in the United States. I'm honored to be inducted into this Hall of Fame. I have so many people I'm appreciative of for this honor. First and foremost is my wife, Cindy Welch. Without her and her love for me, thank you, Cindy, I love you. And her inspiration, I would not be here. For the CIF, I'd like to thank Commissioner Rob Wygod for his 13 years as commissioner and 11 years prior to that. I understand he's retiring and I wish him the very, very best. Also, at the CIF office, I'd like to thank Assistant Commissioner Tom Simmons, Sharon Hodge, and Jackie Gibson. And most importantly to me, I'd like to thank Dr. John Dalem, a Hall of Fame coach himself, a CIF historian, and truly one of the great men I have ever known. I'd also like to thank Eric Sonheimer from the Los Angeles Times. He's been an inspiration to students of all sports. Thank you, Eric. I'd also like to thank Steve Fryer from the Orange County Register. Today's an opportunity for me to celebrate and share with all the incredible people that have come through my life. I'm so appreciative of each of them. Thank you very much, CIF. Thanks to everyone that has been in my life. All the very best. Thank you.